Welcome to our Creation Health Introduction. In this first lesson, we'll introduce you to the Creation Health lifestyle, the science and theology behind it, our authors, and speakers. After this introduction, we'll progress to the other 8 Creation Health lessons. There'll be a short quiz at the end of each lesson. After the final exam, at the very end, you'll receive your certificate. Let's preview what's ahead by meeting one of our authors, Dr. Monica Reed, who delivers a powerful message about living the Creation Health lifestyle.
Imagine what it would be like if you could add more healthy, quality-filled years to your life. Think of all that extra time you could spend with your loved ones, all those laughs you could share with your best friends, all those opportunities you could seize to see more sights, hear more sounds, and experience more of the beauty of our world. Well, it really is possible, and believe it or not, it's within your control. You can live a longer, healthier, and a more fulfilling life just by making some better choices in your lifestyle, decisions that can improve your health emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Our decisions really do make a difference. They can be the deciding factor between sickness and health. Many of the conditions we are dying from today, heart disease, hypertension, obesity, diabetes, and even certain cancers, are the direct result of poor lifestyle choices. But here's the good news. Many of these conditions can be greatly improved and even eliminated when we take positive action and make healthier lifestyle choices. Finding the blueprint for these healthier, life-giving choices has always been available to us. It's in the Bible's creation story. When God created our world, He set forth a plan to help us live life to the fullest in mind, body, and spirit. And the 8 principles of His plan are found in each of the letters of the word creation, in our Creation Health model for healthy living. In this Creation Health presentation, we'll explore these 8 vital principles for a more healthy and meaningful life, how the choices we make today impact our health for tomorrow, how rest can replenish us, how our environment can nurture our soul, how activity makes us stronger and more alert, how trust in God can renew our spirits, how the support of interpersonal relationships can fortify us, how outlook can help determine your well-being, and how good nutrition can fuel your entire system. You'll discover little changes you can make to fit these 8 life-renewing principles into your lifestyle, small adjustments that can reap big rewards and turn your health and your life around. You'll find yourself feeling happier and more satisfied as you learn to embrace life, pursue life, and live life to the fullest, the way God intended for us. So let's get started, because just a few positive steps in the right direction can take you to a better place than you've ever imagined.
To best understand Creation Health, it will help to understand our unique heritage. Some background is in order because we have a big story to tell. But don't just take our word for it. At any time during this segment, see what the international media are saying about us. Just click on the links next to this screen along the way for news and videos. To tell our story, we have to start at the very beginning, the book of Genesis. Our wellness program is based on biblical principles. The Genesis creation story is the model for Creation Health. Research studies document that people who live the Creation Health lifestyle live many years longer than most people in the world. Many live to a healthy 100 years old and are among the highest concentration of centenarians in the world. We'll discuss exactly what they're doing right so that you too can achieve the same health and longevity. In the earliest days, when the Seventh-day Adventist Church was founded, Seventh-day Adventist healthcare began taking shape as the church was born during the era of 19th century health reform. Since its inception, members have always practiced and preached a message of health. This passionate commitment created a mission to extend health and education services through missionary endeavors worldwide. This vision, held by the pioneers, led to the establishment of more than 500 hospitals, clinics, and other medical facilities around the world. The commitment to whole-person healthiness, physically, mentally, and spiritually, set the members apart with their extraordinary vigor and long lives that is not seen in many other populations. The uniqueness of the group led to some massive landmark health studies. In the past 46 years, more than 150,000 church members worldwide have been studied by various universities and institutions with funding from the World Health Organization, the World Cancer Research Fund, National Institutes of Health, and the National Cancer Institute. It is important to note that while we are faith-based healthcare, we are not proselytizing. We are simply following the Old Testament creation principles and sharing our wellness principles with you. Elder Jan Paulson comments on the Adventist Health Studies.
There is a temptation, perhaps, to view an exercise such as this as a way to prove the rightness of our health message. But this is not a study about being right. It's about making a practical and significant contribution to the quality of life of all members of our society. We have a unique opportunity to profile not just our health message, but our compassion, to demonstrate in a tangible way our Lord's concern for all His children, His desire for every person to experience a more abundant life.
Our commitment to the mind, body, and spirit connection is unsurpassed. Many wellness programs concentrate heavily on mind and body, but tread lightly when it comes to spirituality. Spirituality is discussed throughout the Creation Health program because the mind, body, and spirit are inextricably tied. What better organization than a faith-based healthcare institution to discuss spirituality with more than 100 years' experience with a wellness model that is focused on education? Our wellness outcomes are evident in yet another study that has made international news and is becoming a movement. Dan Buettner is a National Geographic reporter and author of a book called The Blue Zones. He highlighted just a few locations on the globe called blue zones, where people tend to live the longest, with the highest concentration of centenarians. Loma Linda, California is the only blue zone in the United States, and 40% of the population there is Seventh-day Adventist. By observing centenarians in specific areas of the world, scientists noticed that all of these populations share common lifestyles and values that prolong their lives, but without typical illness and frailty, rather with robust health and vitality. Of the 3 top blue zones, the community in Loma Linda, California has a unique focus on health, faith, and fellowship. The other top blue zones, such as Sardinia, Italy, and Okinawa, Japan, have geographic boundaries. In some of these zones, genetics and unique environmental factors may come into play. But Loma Linda centenarians share characteristics of health-minded people worldwide who are featured in the health studies. Therefore, we can share the Creation Health principles with you, and you can expect the very same healthy outcomes that you might not be able to achieve from the other blue zones, since you cannot duplicate their genetics or unique environment. Our Creation Health lifestyle has a long, proven history of wellness and longevity. Our unique commitment to our healing ministry as the largest nonprofit faith-based healthcare institution in the world is further testament to our unique program. We hope that you will benefit from what we have achieved. During this training, we will be taking a journey together. First, we'll introduce you to our authors. During that time, they'll discuss some of the successes they've experienced teaching and living the Creation Health lifestyle, and some powerful ways that you can achieve the same successes. Next, throughout the course, you'll learn how to use the Seminar Personal Study Guide. It has articles, tips for success, skill builders, personal assessment tests, stories, and more. The study guide is an important tool for your course, and as you use it, you'll see how it will become an ongoing personal guide for your ongoing lifestyle transformation that will help keep you on track. Our website is your go-to resource for ongoing support and extensive health and wellness information. It has thousands of articles, videos, wellness calculators, symptom checkers, and a health A to Z encyclopedia. Our website easily translates to almost any language. If you decide you love the program and want to share it with others, we invite you to become a certified seminar leader and start your own wellness program for your church, community group, hospital group, or school. We'll start with an important overview with Dr. Des Cummings, Jr., author of the Creation Health Discovery, and Dr. Monica Reed, author of the Creation Health Breakthrough. They'll answer some of the frequently asked questions that we get from aspiring seminar leaders. They'll share with you the success they've achieved and that you can also achieve using the course in your church services, community groups, or with your family. First, let's ask Dr. Des Cummings, is the Creation Health program based on biblical principles?
The Creation Health series is designed like no other. First, it comes from God's original and eternal plan. Secondly, it deals with the needs of the whole person, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Many seminars or health programs deal with the physical, but they don't always connect the spiritual or the mental. In this, you have a whole person, whole life seminar. And I believe that the DVDs allow the balance of that whole person. As you watch them unfold the scientific evidence, you hear the spiritual understandings, and you find ways you can personally practice. I think they provide you a pattern for being able to apply this Creation Health in your life that will change you, and it certainly has me.
How is Creation Health different from other health programs?
One of the things that I love about Creation Health is that it's not just confined to traditional programs of diet and exercise. When we look at how we were designed to live, we're more than just our bodies, it's about our minds and our spirits. And so focusing on the choices that we make, the amount of rest that we get, our environment, what we surround ourselves with, those things are just as dramatically important and quite honestly make a significant difference in all of our lives. And so being able to have a program that incorporates every aspect of our being, I think, is really the most important thing.
What does Creation Health look like?
The Creation Health seminar has three components. First of all is the health assessment, where you can set your own goals. Secondly is experts who come to you by way of DVD, providing you with a scientific understanding of the principle that you're studying and ways to apply it. And third, particular significant additional material that's provided in a seminar setting, which allows you to chart your future, give you more depth, and talk it over with your friends. Therefore, you have a support group. It's a complete and comprehensive series providing you personal analysis, scientific input, and a support group setting where you can grow healthy for the rest of your life.
Will small steps toward healthier living really make a difference?
Small significant changes really do make a difference, and I don't think that most people realize that. If only for the psychological effect of being able to believe that you can, which makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to go for something that's been very, very comfortable to you to something that's uncomfortable. So for example, talking about diet and exercise, if you're not exercising at all, it's unrealistic to think that you'll go out and run a marathon. However, studies have shown that just 15 minutes of exercise can begin to make a difference. And then you build up to those 30 minutes, maybe once a week, and then 30 minutes twice a week. And before you know it, you have significantly impacted your life, not just in terms of your feelings of well-being, but actually in terms of weight loss, decreasing your cholesterol, which actually decreases your risk for heart disease, and the list goes on. And we find with many things as it relates to health, it's really those small, consistent changes over time that'll make the difference versus the up and down of all or none.
Can the Creation Health Seminar be taught during my church service?
Our pastors used Creation Health for an 8-week series to be able to show people how to live life in the Christian dimension to the fullest. We took one principle of the acronym each week, and in that time in worship, we explained the principle, shared it with the congregation. Everyone made a commitment to practice it the following week, and then when we came for worship the next week, we were able to celebrate the success stories. The impact was really profound. In the next 6 months, we saw our attendance at church double.
Will I ever achieve health?
I think it's really important for people to understand that a healthy lifestyle is a journey. There's so many things that impact our lives from one year to the next, and it's very easy for us to get off track. I've been there myself, quite honestly. And really what's important is to have the picture of health, to understand what you were created and designed to live for. And once you get that picture, and if you can hold on to it, as life takes you through its changes, you know what you're trying to get back to. You have a compass in your life that makes a difference, and that changes everything. It takes you through the ups and downs, and I think that's one of the most important principles for all of us.
Where do the principles of Creation Health come from?
Creation Health is based on God's original plan for your life. A heavenly Father chose to create a Garden of Eden for His first children. He wanted to place them there with all the benefits of health and love. We derived the 8 principles of those benefits and put them into a seminar called Creation Health for one purpose. It is to help you return to that garden, because the fact is, you're in a jungle now. You were created for a garden, but that garden was lost. Through sin and suffering and pain that intrudes into our world today, we live in this jungle. But God calls us back to the garden life, and He provides us a way through the Creation Health Seminar to understand it, apply it, live it, and benefit from it. May you remain creation healthy.
Why are more people today dying from lifestyle diseases?
Studies are showing now that we're really dying from the inside out. It's our lifestyle choices, it's the fast foods that we eat, it's the lack of fruits and vegetables, it's our inability to really have active lifestyles, overcome with stress. It's these things that decrease our vitality, actually make us more prone to illness and chronic disease, even increase our risk for cancer. So what we want to do is focus on our lifestyles. How can we make them more healthy, and in that respect have better quality of life, but more significantly actually add years to our life and be more fulfilled in those years as we live them.
How can the Creation Health Seminar benefit churches?
Creation Health is fabulous for churches. I can speak from personal experience. In our own church, it made a huge difference. We spent 8 weeks bringing our whole congregation through the experience of Creation Health. It united us around a personal commitment to live life more fully in our families, our church, and the community. I think it'll do the same for you.
Isn't being healthy just about diet and exercise?
You know, I use the Creation Health principles myself, and one of the most dramatic differences that I've seen in my life is the fact that I'm not just focused on diet and exercise, which is obviously important, but it's also about how much sleep I get, how I connect with my family, the spiritual life and my spiritual connection. All of those things are tremendously important. Quite honestly, science tells us it's just as important as whether I smoke or drink. And so being able to put those principles in play has made a profound impact on my life.
We'll take a moment to meet the speakers featured in the video series. We have met Monica Reed, MD. Dr. Reed is a physician and also the CEO of Florida Hospital Celebration Health. She is the author of Creation Health Breakthrough and co-author of Creation Health Discovery. Des Cummings Jr., Ph.D., is the Executive Vice President of Florida Hospital and is the co-author of Creation Health Discovery and author of Original Love. Winnie King, MD, is the host of PBS's Keeping Kids Healthy. Dr. King also hosts 2 shows on Lifetime, Speaking of Women's Health and Good Health with Dr. Winnie King. George Guthrie, MD, is a family practice physician and a nationally recognized health and wellness lifestyle expert. Nancy Stafford is our host. She's an international speaker, actress, and author of 2 faith-based books called The Wonder of His Love and Beauty by the Book, Seeing Yourself as God Sees You. It's time now for your first workbook exercise called Are You Living Creation Healthy? On page 244 of your seminar personal study guide. Let's see how you're doing with your life. This self-test will help establish your baseline health and point out areas where you may need improvement as you get to work on your lifestyle transformation. Using the scale provided, please rate yourself on the statements. On page 246, you can tally your score. Or you can take the test online at creationhealth.com. Feel free to pause the video now to take the self-assessment. Welcome back. At this time, please direct your attention to the study guide's questions and assessment section. You'll find a number of health conditions-related self-tests starting on page 290. They include the diabetes risk profile and preventing diabetes, osteoporosis, are you at risk, along with prevention guidelines, the coronary risk profile and preventing heart disease, the blood pressure profile and prevention guide, and the cancer factors associated with risk and prevention guidelines. This concludes our introduction to Creation Health. As we proceed on to the next classes, we'll discuss each of the guiding principles in the letters that spell creation. Congratulations! You're well on your way to becoming a certified Creation Health graduate.